Today we're going to dive in deep at the benefits and uses of nettle leaf tea. Now, I've talked about nettle leaf in quite a deep sense in a couple of other videos that I've made on the channel, and I've dived in deep on the scientific benefits as well as some of the studies made on nettle that prove its wonderful uses and effects on our body. Now, in today's video, I'm going to dive in deep on the nettle leaf and the benefits of the tea itself, as well as a couple of different tips and hacks on how to brew your perfect cup without the taste and the bitterness associated with nettle as well, and how you can be able to minimize that and still enjoy the wonderful benefits of nettle. And we're diving deep into nettle tea, which is basically a herbal concussion that's created quite a buzz in the herb and health community. So if you're curious about its remarkable benefits and how to brew your perfect cup, you are in the right place. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel in order to stay tuned on all our new videos. Now, nettle leaf is often underestimated. It is a powerhouse of nutrients and medicinal properties, and this wonderful herb, which might be as large as a pillow, holds the key to addressing various health concerns. It's rich in iron, magnesium, calcium, sodium, potassium, vitamin C, A, K, and several other B vitamins. It also has wonderful essential elements that your body craves. Now let's look at the top benefits of consuming this tea on a daily basis. First of all, it is a natural blood cleanser. It is renowned as the top herb for blood cleansing. Its historical use in treating ailments like gout, arthritis, and muscle pain, as well as anemia, is backed by its high iron content. And one way to maximize its iron content is to squeeze a half fresh lemon on top of the warm tea. Make sure you don't squeeze it on top of hot tea, because the heat does kill the vitamin C. It is also a natural remedy for combating iron deficiency, and the best way to take it is not as a tea. The best way to take it is as a grinded powder in a capsule. You can fill an empty capsule with grinded nettle leaf powder and add in some source of vitamin C, or take it with a source of vitamin C such as orange juice, or you can also use any other source of vitamin C with the capsule in order to maximize its benefits in terms of helping to reduce iron deficiency and boost iron in the body. Another use that I personally used myself, as well as used for my younger son when he was battling seasonal allergies, is for helping to reduce seasonal allergies and cold relief. Now, if you suffer from seasonal allergies or frequently catch colds, nettle leaf can be your savior. It is packed with vitamins, packed with minerals. It strengthens your immune system. It helps you combat allergies and recover from colds much more faster as well. Now, for my son, I did use the nettle leaf tincture, a glycerin-based nettle leaf tincture. You can make it at home. You can also buy it from your local health food store, and it worked perfectly for him. I even did a video talking about his experience using nettle. Also, the third benefit of consuming nettle, especially the tea, is for prostate health. Now, for those dealing with an enlarged prostate, nettle leaf does offer many benefits as well as relief. Its natural properties work wonders in helping to reduce symptoms and promote general prostate health. Another thing is for its antioxidant boost. Now, we're all looking for antioxidant sources, and nettle leaf is loaded with antioxidants that work to fight off harmful free radicals, reducing triglycerides in your blood, and also enhancing good cholesterol. This not only aids in cardiovascular health, but it also supports your overall well-being. Now, here's how to brew your perfect cup. Now let's start to talk about how you can incorporate this wonderful herbal elixir into your daily routine. I'm going to start off with a simple step-by-step to get you started. First of all, start with a teaspoon of dried nettle leaf. Place it in your teapot or your mug. Another thing is you can heat up 8 ounces of water until it's hot but not boiling. pour it gently over the nettle leaves, allowing them to steep, and let your nettle leaves steep with the warm water for about 10 minutes, and this time allows the herbs to release their goodness into the water, creating a flavorful and potent infusion. Now you can go ahead and sweeten in whatever flavor you like as well. Any source of natural vitamin C would be amazing. Maybe also a little juice of lemon would be perfect for that, or adding some frozen berries into your wonderful tea to make it into a cold tea, perfect for the summertime as well. And then you would strain the tea to remove the leaves. Now, if your strainer has larger holes, consider using a cheesecloth in order to ensure a smooth leaf-free experience. Your nourishing cup of nettle leaf is ready to be enjoyed. Sip it slowly. Also, understand that it is wonderful for your body as a blood cleanser. My favorite way to use nettle tea is to create a large amount of tea overnight. I would use cold water or warm water on double the amount of nettle leaf in a large glass jar. Close it tightly, allow it to infuse overnight for up to 8 hours, and then in the morning I will strain, I will add in whatever flavors, and I will store in the fridge. For the children, it's best that in my personal experience, I just add it to their morning smoothie. That way I would ensure that they would get the nutrients without adding any heat that would take away the vitamin C as well as some other nutrients that way. So there you have it. This is your nettle tea benefits and uses. Just be creative with nettle tea. If you don't like the taste, if you don't like the smell of it, you can also try nettle leaf tincture. That way a glycerin based would be amazing for that. You can also grind your nettle leaf into fine powder and add to capsules that way in order to avoid the bitterness and the smell of nettle. I wish you all the best. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. So after I've dried them for about 2 days, just wilt them slightly, I have put them through a sieve. First of all, I've just did a part of them by hand, and what I did was I just used the two hands to slightly release as much seeds as I can from the fibrous part. So this is what it's left over after the seeds have been released, most of them. So we have a larger batch over there of the fibrous part, but I just chose to show you this small part over here, so it's completely normal. This is the part that you would need to discard because it's you will not be able to use it in doing any of the recipes that require nettle seeds, and you will also definitely not be able to use it when you are doing the nettle seed oil, which we've talked about many times before in the previous videos about the benefits when it comes to joint pain, when it comes to hair growth, and when it comes to fighting dandruff as well, because it contains anti-inflammatory properties. So you would need to discard the fibrous part. Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we do daily holistic and herbal videos talking about different kinds of herbs, essential oils, as well as homeopathic remedies in order to better your health and your wellness. In this video, I'm going to talk about the role of stinging nettle as a herb in helping to heal from eczema. And if you have watched me for a while, you know that I have suffered from eczema before. I have also had my 1-year-old who suffered from eczema, and I have healed both myself and my 1-year-old using holistic natural herbal remedies that I have talked about previously in my videos. But today we'll talk about specifically when it comes to nettles. How can you use the power of nettles in order to heal your eczema? So let's have a closer look. Why do we consider nettle among the top herbs that you need to introduce when you are dealing with eczema? This is because it's astringent, and it's also considered as a tonic, and it helps to stimulate the circulatory system. So it's really useful useful because usually eczema is associated with poor circulation. So the way you can use the stinging nettle, and I talked about stinging nettle many times before about how to correctly identify it as well as harvest it, you can use the different parts of the stinging nettle for different purposes in order to heal from eczema. First of all, we have the leaves and the stems. You can use them to make an infusion, and this simply works by using 1 teaspoon of the stinging nettle, the dried one, and placing over that 1 cup of boiling water, allowing that to infuse, sweetening it if needed, and taking it as a tea 2 to 3 times per day in order to help internally heal from eczema, because what it will be doing, it will also be stimulating the circulatory system, and it will also be anti-inflammatory as well. Another way you can use stinging nettle is to simply use it in a tincture form. So you can make your own tincture using a alcohol or a glycerin base. If you are into making your own DIY remedies, I will include a link to the video I've talked about, a step-by-step guide on how to make your own tincture. Alternatively, you can go ahead and check any health food store that can sell stinging nettle tincture and then use it according to the instructions regarding its benefits on the skin and healing the skin from eczema. Another way you can use stinging nettle is to use it in a cream or an ointment. So there's 2 different ways. You can make your own ointment by following a simple step-by-step process using both the nettle leaves as well as the nettle seeds, drying them up, and then making a infused oil and then doing a ointment from that. So this is a bit of a complicated process, but if you are interested, I may be able to do a video on that, talking about it in detail. But there is also another way, which you can head over to the health food store, or you can head over to iHerb, Amazon, eBay, and check for a organic, natural, stinging nettle based cream or ointment that you may be able to use in order to heal from eczema topically. So it's really a step-by-step process in order to heal from eczema using the power of stinging nettle. I would advise you to both incorporate stinging nettle into your daily herbal tea intake, as well as, if it's possible, to use an oil that contains stinging nettle or a cream in order to heal the eczema topically. So as far as that goes, there is one thing that I also wanted to get your attention on, and that is the power of incorporating other cleansing herbs that have similar properties to stinging nettle, and this will make your process using herbs a bit more powerful when it comes to healing from eczema. So what are the herbs that I can combine with stinging nettle in an infusion, or combine in a cream, for example, or also take it in a tincture form? So we have the main herbs here are red clover, figwort, and cleavers, and you can take these as an infusion or as a tincture. So we've come towards the end of our video. If you found this video helpful, like, share, and subscribe. We would love to have you on board. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello, today we're going to talk about the wonders of nettle tea, the benefits, and a couple of recipes I'm going to share with you in today's video. So if you're new to using nettle, this is the perfect video for you. And if you want to learn more about nettle and how you can use its tea for many of its benefits, then stay tuned for today's video. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel in order to be informed on all our new videos. No, so nettle is not just another trendy beverage. It's basically a powerhouse of nutrients with a really deep, rich history of traditional use. And in this video, I'm going to break down the steps and explore the many sides of nettle tea. So let's quickly talk about the nettle plant, which is also known as Urtica dioica, and it is a remarkable plant that often gets a bad rap because of its stinging properties. Now, the leaves of this plant look like tiny green hearts, but don't be fooled by its appearance. The stems are covered in tiny hairs that release stinging chemicals when they are touched. However, the stings, while momentarily uncomfortable, are usually harmless unless you're allergic to them. So what's the buzz about nettle? Well, this seems like it's a pesky plant, but it is really packed with a lot of goodness. Now let's explore its nutritional benefits as well. So despite being primarily composed of water, nettle is a nutritional powerhouse. Nettle actually contains protein, is exceptionally rich in fiber. What's more, it's absolutely loaded with essential vitamins and minerals like folate, beta-carotene, which is a precursor to vitamin A, and eye-boosting compounds such as lutein and xanthan. And these nutrients make nettle a valuable addition to your diet, especially during pregnancy and for promoting overall well-being. And there's also proven health benefits for consuming nettle tea. It's been used for centuries in traditional medicine, in modern research as well, has backed up many studies on nettle, linked in the description box below. So let's talk about some scientifically proven advantages of including nettle in your daily routine. First of all, anti-inflammatory and microbial benefits. Studies have shown that nettle contains a variety of compounds with anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. This means that a cup of nettle tea might help relieve headaches, bruising, and sore muscles. It also has blood sugar management properties, and it's been found to support blood sugar management and improve glycemic control in type 2 diabetic patients who require insulin therapy. It can also be helpful to your diet if you are looking to manage your blood sugar levels. Also, it has prostate health benefits. Binging prostatic hyperplasia, which is BPH, is a common issue for many men. Nettle comes in, and when they use nettle-based treatments, they've been studied extensively and they've shown positive results in relieving BPH symptoms. It can also promote prostate health and alleviate any associated discomfort. Another benefit of nettle is its cardiovascular support. Now, nettle's histamine content can really help to relax the arteries and blood vessels. It can help to improve circulation and oxygenation, and this can have a positive impact on cardiovascular health, reducing the risk of related issues. Another well-known benefit of nettle is its anti-immune disease management. Now, nettle's anti-inflammatory compounds can be beneficial for those with autoimmune disease, such as rheumatoid arthritis. The compounds can really help to reduce inflammation and alleviate pain associated with such conditions. Now, how can you start by brewing nettle tea correctly? Now that we've explored the health benefits of nettle, it's really time to make your own cup of nettle tea, and I'm going to share with you a step-by-step process that's really clear, and it will help you to get the benefits out of nettle in a beautiful infusion. First of all, start by dehydrating the nettle leaves. So if you currently have any nettle leaves that you've correctly identified them around the area that you're living in, they're not next to any polluted areas, and they're away from cars, then you can go ahead and dehydrate them correctly, which is basically washing them, letting them dry on a cotton cloth in the sun for about 5 to 7 days. Alternatively, you can also dehydrate them in a dehydrator or in the oven on the lowest temperature, and this basically is also crucial to eliminate the stinging hairs. Alternatively, you can also purchase organic nettle leaves, dried nettle leaves, and skip step 1. Now, in order to make the nettle tea, simply brew the dehydrated leaves in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes. If you have a tea strainer, this will really be helpful, and it will make the process even more easier. Step 3 is to remove the strainer. You can either enjoy your nettle tea straight from the cup, or you can even add a few cups to turn into a refreshing cold beverage, perfect for the summertime. You can also prepare a large batch, store it in the fridge for up to 4 days, and enjoy it later and incorporate it into your smoothies, which is my favorite thing to do when it comes to preparing smoothies for my children. I basically make a big batch, and I add in double the amount of nettle to the water, let it infuse overnight, and then in the morning after 8 hours I will allow that to just strain it and place it in the fridge for a maximum of 4 days and use daily for their smoothies. So a couple of other uses of nettle in terms of its culinary uses. It's also really popular to have it as tea, but did you know you can also add it to soups, stews, and even pies? Now, nettle grows here in the wild in Finland a lot in terms of it's in the forest, it's in the road paths, it's basically everywhere, and people have been using it to make traditional Finnish soups and even incorporate it in omelets and pies as well. However, it's really important to cook or dehydrate the nettle before consuming it to ensure the benefits in terms of to ensure that the stinging hairs are also deactivated as well. Quick word of caution when it comes to using nettle: it's not for everyone. Really important to exercise caution when using nettle or before using nettle. Not just because nettle offers a lot of health benefits doesn't mean it's suitable for everyone. If you've got allergies, if you've got specific medical conditions, if you're taking medication that could counteract with nettle, it's always wise to consult your doctor before incorporating it into your daily lifestyle. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end, and let me know what kind of videos you're interested in, what kind of things you want to learn about in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you in the next one. Nettles are amazing. They can be used for so many different things, from tea to capsules to tinctures, but also they are used in the process of urtication, and this is a great folk remedy where they actually beat with fresh nettles, and it's said to be a great remedy for arthritis and rheumatism as well. And nettles are very cleansing to the body and nourishing as well. I know they use them to make pesto as well as tea, and they use them to make all sorts of different remedies, which we'll get to later on. And what happens with nettles is that nettles contain histamine, and they also contain other things such as minerals like silicia, also vitamin A, B, C, and tannins as well. So what happens with nettles is that they take the minerals, including iron, from the soil, and they are a great tonic for anemia as well, because they contain a high content of vitamin C, as well as they are rich in iron. And it's things that I know here in Finland they do sell the seeds dried, and I could easily harvest them just like I did last year. When it comes to, I use them basically like hemp seeds as well. Make sure you dry them up and use them like hemp seeds, so sprinkle them up on top of yogurt, for example, or in your smoothies. Nutrition for the body in general, and the seeds are amazing because you can make so many different things with the seeds, including a nettle seed oil, which is amazing for arthritis or any sort of sore joint pain. You can also make an ointment using the seeds. You can make different things, and I know here in Finland they do sell the seeds dried, and I could easily harvest them just like I did last year. When it comes to, I use them basically like hemp seeds as well. Make sure you dry them up and use them like hemp seeds, so sprinkle them up on top of yogurt, for example, or in your smoothies, or in any sort of nutritional blend that you would like to increase the amount of nutrition in there. When it comes to helping with stopping bleeding as well, nettles contain histamine, and that's why they have that sting to them, and they are also important for the hair growth, important for hair loss as well, anyone suffering from hair loss. And all parts of the nettle is used, including the root, which is traditionally used as a conditioner for falling hair and dandruff as well, and the stalk and the leaves are used to make tea, and they're also used as a general detox and a general nutrition for the body in general. And the seeds are amazing because you can make so many different things with the seeds, including a nettle seed oil, which is amazing for arthritis or any sort of sore joint pain. You can also make an ointment using the seeds. You can make different things, helping us to simply make a gentle detox, because it is filled with minerals, filled with vitamins, and it's also considered to be a great astringent. It has diuretic properties. It's also tonifying for the body, and it's very important for the circulatory system because it's considered as a great circulatory stimulant, and actually helps promote milk flow in nursing moms as well. Nettles are amazing. They can be used for so many different things, from tea to capsules to tinctures, but also they are used in the process of urtication, and this is a great folk remedy where they actually beat with fresh nettles, and it's said to be a great remedy for arthritis and rheumatism as well. And nettles are very cleansing to the body and nourishing as well. I know they use them to make pesto as well as tea, and they use them to make all sorts of different. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm really glad to have you here. So in today's video we are going to talk about nettle and its uses, including its seeds, roots and leaves. This wonderful superfood is absolutely amazing. It's an astringent, it's a diuretic, it's a tonic, and it also helps to stop bleeding, and it stimulates the circulatory system, and it also promotes milk flow in nursing mothers, and it helps to lower the blood sugar levels. So the nettle takes the minerals, including the iron, from the soil, and it's also a great tonic for people who suffer from anemia and have low iron levels, because not only does it contain high levels of iron, which is bioavailable and easily absorbed by the body, it also contains high levels of vitamin C, which work to ensure that the iron is properly absorbed by the body. So it works in two ways, and also clears the uric acid from the system, and it helps to relieve arthritis, and the astringency in nettle helps to stop bleeding. So it's perfect for you ladies out there who are having problems with their flow, want to regulate the menstrual cycle, also wanting to reduce the flow. The sting mainly occurs because of the histamine, and also it's really good because some people on purpose sting themselves using nettle, because it helps to awaken the circulatory system. It helps with joint pain, and it also helps with arthritis as well. The best time to harvest nettle is when it's flowering. So here we have a bunch of nettle that I have harvested from the local forest nearby. Make sure that when you are harvesting nettle that it's away from the pollution as much as possible. Dip into the forest, and I've harvested the nettle this time for its seeds. So as you know, the seeds are really good in the many of the minerals and many of the benefits and anti-inflammatory properties as well. So here in Finland they do sell the seeds separately, and they sell the root and they sell the leaves separately as a supplement. So it's really good when it comes to just a basic anti-inflammatory tonic, and really good for the adrenal gland, really good for people who suffer from adrenal fatigue, and it helps to give a boost to the immune system as well. So first of all, in order to harvest the seeds, I am only going to use the seeds right now. I'm not going to lose any of the leaves, because it's not advised to use the leaves while the plant has already released its seeds. So I'm going to discard the leaves, and I'm only going to use the seeds. So I am going to first of all wear a glove, and just simply I'm going to make a demonstration here of one. I'm simply going to take the seeds out and then lie them down on a baking paper, for example, on a clean bowl, and allow them to dry, allow them to air dry. You can put them in the dehydrator as well, and then as soon as they're dry, just simply bruise them with your hands, and the seeds will be released, and you can harvest them this way and store them in a mason jar, and you can sprinkle them on yogurt, put them in shake, in your smoothies. You can put them on honey and make a herbal nettle seed honey. You can also make a really nice anti-inflammatory oil using them, an infused oil. So with the dried seeds, you simply put them in a mason jar, you add olive oil, you allow them to infuse and shake daily for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then use them on their hair, in the scalp. Use them as a massage oil when it comes to joint pain, rheumatoid arthritis, when it comes to muscle cramps associated with sport injuries, for example. They're really nice for that. You can see they're little creepy crawlies, tiny little bugs, in the nettle itself. I haven't cleaned it yet, so I just got it from the forest and then put it in this tray right here. And I will start to harvest the seeds and dry them that way. So you've got so many options when it comes to using the seeds. In terms of the dosages, you simply use 1 teaspoon for adults, 1 teaspoon once a day. This is all what you need. 5 grams is the maximum dose. So these are quite high in testosterone, so you need to make sure that you don't overuse the seeds. But as in for the leaves, absolutely perfect when it comes to the hair rinse, really nice as an infusion, perfect when it comes to tincture because they will provide you with all the minerals, with all the anti-inflammatory properties in that tincture. So always, I advise you to do a glyceride compared to an alcohol tincture because it is safe for children as well, and you'll be able to do so much things with it without having to worry about the alcohol content. But it is up to you, of course. So another way that you can also use nettle is to use the root. So if you have nettle growing around you and you feel comfortable with using the root, it can actually be used as a conditioner for falling hair, and it's perfect for dandruff. The best time, of course, to harvest the root is in autumn. Here are a couple of ways you can use nettle. First of all, we said as an infusion, it's perfect to stimulate the circulation, and it's also really good to cleanse the system, detox, a gentle detox from people who suffer from arthritis, rheumatism, and also eczema. Also, it increases milk flow in nursing moms, and the first shoots of the nettle are really, really good because they contain all the minerals, all the essential nutrients that you would need, and it would serve as a great spring tonic. As we said, you can also do a tincture using nettle leaves, and they're perfect for arthritic disorders. They're also perfect for skin problems, and they're really great to serve as a remedy for heavy menstrual bleeding as well. So a compress can also be used using nettle. All you have to do is soak a pad in the tincture, and you apply to painful arthritic joints. You apply to any sort of joint pain as well. An ointment we will talk about later on about how to do an ointment using the dried nettles, perfect for hemorrhoids as well. Another way to use nettle is to use the infusion and apply it to burns, insect bites, and wounds. You can also dry up the nettle leaf and then grind it into a powder, and you can use this powder in shakes, smoothies, juices. You can put it in soups as well. Another way that I'd love to use nettle is to use the nettle leaf. Just wilt the nettle leaf or dry it and then use it as a substitute for basil when it comes to pesto. So I'll make a nettle pesto as well. We have come at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today's video is going to be all about nettle, and we're going to refer to the stinging nettle for its medicinal and for its health benefits as well. And nettle is very amazing because it's considered one of the best herbs for helping us to simply make a gentle detox, because it is filled with minerals, filled with vitamins, and it's also considered to be a great astringent. It has diuretic properties. It's also tonifying for the body, and it's very important for the circulatory system because it's considered as a great circulatory stimulant, and actually helps promote milk flow in nursing moms as well. Nettles are amazing. They can be used for so many different things, from tea to capsules to tinctures, but also they are used in the process of urtication, and this is a great folk remedy where they actually beat with fresh nettles, and it's said to be a great remedy for arthritis and rheumatism as well. And nettles are very cleansing to the body and nourishing as well. I know they use them to make pesto as well as tea, and they use them to make all sorts of different remedies, which we'll get to later on. And what happens with nettles is that they take Nettles contain histamine, and they also contain other things such as minerals like silicia, also vitamin A, B, C, and tannins as well. So what happens with nettles is that they take the minerals, including iron, from the soil, and they are a great tonic for anemia as well, because they contain a high content of vitamin C, as well as they are rich in iron, and it's the type of iron that is easily absorbed by the body. And nettles also help in clearing uric acid from the system, and also relieving gout and arthritis. And the fact that they are astringent is important when it comes to helping with stopping bleeding as well. Nettles contain histamine, and that's why they have that sting to them, and they are also important for the hair growth, important for hair loss as well, anyone suffering from hair loss. And all parts of the nettle is used, including the root, which is traditionally used as a conditioner for falling hair and dandruff as well, and the stalk and the leaves are used to make tea, and they're also used as a general detox and a general nutrition for the body in general. And the seeds are amazing because you can make so many different things with the seeds, including a nettle seed oil, which is amazing for arthritis or any sort of sore joint pain. You can also make an ointment using the seeds. You can make different things, and I know here in Finland they do sell the seeds dried, and I could easily harvest them just like I did last year. When it comes to, I use them basically like hemp seeds as well. Make sure you dry them up and use them like hemp seeds, so sprinkle them up on top of yogurt, for example, or in your smoothies, or in any sort of nutritional blend that you would like to increase the amount of nutrition in there. Now be careful, they are a little bit on the high end when it comes to testosterone, so I wouldn't use them all the time. The easiest and simplest way to make nettle is to make it in an infusion, and that way you use only the dried nettle for that, and it can be taken to stimulate the circulation and also to cleanse the system in terms of a gentle detox. It's really effective when it comes to arthritis, rheumatoidism, eczema as well, and it also helps in increasing the milk flow when it comes to the nursing mothers as well. So when you make an infusion, if you are harvesting your own nettle, it would be great to focus on the younger fresh shoots and then dry them up and make your infusion that way. Another way is to make a nettle tincture, or you can purchase it from the herbal shop or from the health food store. And a nettle tincture is usually used for arthritic disorders, skin problems, and also heavy menstrual bleeding. When it comes to that, nettles are amazing because not only do they help with regulating the menstrual cycle, but also helping with reducing the bleeding if that is a problem for you as a female. Also, they can be used as a compress, not all the time. It's not that common. Nettles are more common to be used as either a tincture or as a infusion, but a compress is really helpful when it comes to using nettles, and these ones are used mostly from a diluted tincture. They dilute the tincture and then they soak a powder in the tincture. They apply it to painful arthritic joints and sprains and also sore joints as well. And the ointment is quite common here in Finland and in Europe in general, and the ointment is to be used on areas like hemorrhoids or external inflamed areas as well of the skin. Another way to use nettle is to use it as a powder, and that is basically from drying the nettle, grinding it into a powder, and using it to make all sorts of different remedies like that. Now, if you have access to the nettle root, it would be amazing, because that way you can use it as a deconcussion and make it as a hair rinse. Really important for hair loss, important to serve as a general conditioner, and also great for dandruff as well. So we've come towards the end of our video today. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We would love to have you on board. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.